Dude mode. Operating at max efficiency. Operating at max efficiency.
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Max Efficiency Podcast. Today we're recording episode number 8. I have the boys with me. I got Ryan, Chris, and Matt. It's Ryan's first time because it's Ryan, and he's been missing and unavailable for like 4 months, but he's finally here. You get to see his beautiful face right there. Boom. We got him. We finally caught him. He's on a podcast. All right. Today's episode is brought to you by film. It's not sponsored by anything. We're just talking about film.
We're sponsored by
every film.
Hundreds of years of film.
Movies have sponsored us.
Yeah.
All movies. Yes.
So, you guys know how this usually goes. We start off with the typical icebreaker. I have 2 really dumb questions, or weird questions, however you want to put it. And we'll go from there. Sound good?
Sure.
Yes, Andy.
Chris, I hate that you can do that. I hate that you can do that, bro. Alright, so the first question for everyone is, if you could replace one body part of yours with literally anything, what would you replace, and with what?
Hand walrus.
What?
You've got to go more than that.
Okay, alright, so what body part are you replacing with your canned walrus?
No, not hand walrus. Like hand walrus, not canned walrus.
Would it be full
I
size?
still don't get it. He explained it, and I still don't
Okay,
get it.
so it would be like the head of a walrus on my hand, but he would still be like alive. So it would be like a wacky like sitcom. It's like man and walrus. And
So you're replacing a hand with a hand?
No, a hand with a walrus.
No, he's with the head of a walrus.
My hand would be the head of a walrus.
Oh, you
So
said
that's
head
why-
of a walrus.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were being boring for a second. Okay.
No. My head would be my hand would be the head of a walrus.
Got
Okay.
it.
And so that would be like the weird sitcom. It'd be like, imagine trying to go on a date, but your hand is the head of a walrus.
Is it wait?
Okay.
Now my question is it your right or your left hand?
Left. Because I still have
Okay.
to be able, like, I can still use my right hand for like other things,
Mhm.
but then my left hand is a walrus.
Okay.
And it talks also. Did I mention the walrus can speak English?
It's kind of like those zoo toys where the animal head is on top of the claw, and you like
It's like one of those. Yeah.
pull the trigger, and it like talks.
And in season 2, I get like my hand removed, and like the
Oh,
walrus.
we're already on season
a
2. I don't
body.
think I've greenlit you for season 1 yet.
You're too worried about the constable and Tessa.
True.
I've got my own show
It's a
now.
little inside joke for all you gamers out there.
Yeah, maybe we'll elaborate.
It's
No,
a
we will,
shitty
yeah.
joke.
Who's next for the icebreaker?
I'll go. I think I would put. Wait, that made more sense in my head. I was gonna say put my nipples on my ankles, and then I'll have like the Achilles heel actually, because that'll be like, imagine getting hit in the ankles. It'd be like hitting your nipples. So you'd be like,
Are
my
nipples your
ankle.
weak spot?
No, but they could be on the ankle. I'd be the real life Achilles. Achilles
It's
nipple.
not.
I mean, I
It's
guess you could. No, I think it works though, because you said.
But I
you
also
could
misread the
replace-
question because you said
No,
no.
if
It did work.
if you could replace any body part with
Yeah, that did
anything,
work.
yeah, with
So it would
anything,
just be-
then it's Matt's nipples. Matt's nipples
Yeah.
aren't anything.
I'd be
I
the ankle.
guess. But like,
They would be the ankle. But the foot is still intact. It's just that is now. It's now just a nipple.
Yeah,
Are you replacing the whole ankle, like the joint as well?
yeah. Like, is it a
Yeah.
giant nipple that's going like?
It
into
is.
that? Wow.
That's controlling
it
like your
is.
foot joint.
Yeah, of course. My
I
nipples
think I
got
regret
flexibility,
asking
man.
this question.
Can milk come out of the ankle
Is
tip?
it just the nipple, or is it
No,
the whole,
I don't
like,
think so.
mammary gland? Like,
So it's just
Uh,
a hunk of like
it's-
flesh.
it's-
But
just
Your nerve.
it's like a pound of flesh.
But
So
like your
nipples, like,
The Merchant of Venice.
a nipple is like one-sided. Like, is it just like flesh, like cut flesh on the other side, like,
Yeah,
or is it like a double-sided
it's-
nipple, like,
it's
like two
amazing.
sides of a coin?
I'm a genetic wonder, is what it'll be.
Okay, yeah. And are the nerves still hooked up to it? Like, can we like
Is
feel
it still
pain
sensitive? Yeah,
through,
Yeah, you could
like-
that. Yeah, of course. The way I become Achilles
of course.
is because it's a sensitive nipple.
So like if a
Well,
dog
obviously-
licks if a dog like, licks my ankle, it's gonna
I'd be like, oh,
it'll feel like a tongue
hello.
nipple, but like down there.
Yeah, because I'll have superpowers like Achilles, but if God help me, if a dog licks the nipple ankle, I mean, I'm over. I'm done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan?
I'm gonna get off the podcast now.
I don't know even how to follow. Like, how do you follow up after that? Oh my god!
Walrus hand, nipple, ankle. You're really.
I'm gonna have to like go for like something like really like practical here. Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna
okay.
pick like the least useful part of my body. I'm gonna like replace my fucking like appendix with just like a fucking hard drive. Just you can have like storage on you. Like, it's not doing
Very
anything. You want to replace it with something that does something, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
do you have like a USB port like on the outside of like your like a USB like?
Like, how do you
It's like
hook it up?
So you know how like people who have like diabetes have like those little like ports on the sides of their bodies or something,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
like the pumps. That, but it's just like USB-C.
What happens when the next version of USB comes out? Do you have to upgrade?
Yeah, do you have to like get the port switched out for another? It shouldn't be that hard, right?
Listen, that's not a healthy attitude. Like, you never want to be focusing on the next thing because there's always gonna be a next thing. Just be happy with what you have, dude.
But what if you can't use your hard drive
Holy
anymore in, like,
shit.
10 years? Like, you know, computers are gonna advance really fast here. You got to be thinking ahead. Like, you got to set up aside money for like surgeries, so you can like get your ports. You know, this isn't just like a like. What does your hard drive have on it? Is it like important
No,
info?
no. Okay, listen.
Your SSN on there?
No, it would just be like for like homework files and shit. Like in case you like forgot that shit.
Homework files.
But isn't that,
Teacher, I forgot my homework. Oh wait, it's in myself. I
It's
got
in
it.
my
Don't
body,
worry.
bro.
yeah.
Listen, my appendix is doing literally fuck all right now. Anything that's more productive
But
than
if-
that. is
Yo,
a-
but just
Literally go
imagine-
eat dirt and rocks and it'll work.
Just
saying.
imagine going to like the school library and going to like a
Right.
printer or something and hooking yourself into the printer to like download your file or into the computer to like offload your file onto
Oh my god.
like.
Can you imagine like someone's like walking along in the library and they just like trip on your cord?
I think that you would have to register yourself. As,
How
like,
long is your cord? Wait. Now my question is, how long is your cord that people are tripping over it in the library?
in public? I think you'd have to like
Not
register
obviously,
yourself as like a
tripping on it.
sex offender. If somebody trips over your cord in public, what? It's over for you.
So it's not like a crazy long cord. It's just like USB-C, dude. Like just like standard 6 foot.
You gotta
It's
get
not
a
about the
beefier.
cord.
Damn, Ryan's got a
So-
6-foot cord,
So is
dude.
the
Oh
cord
my
always?
God.
How long is your
I can't
cord?
believe we just outed him like that.
Matt,
Yo,
how long is your
he's
cord?
I'm
got a
embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to
6-foot
say, man.
cord.
I'm embarrassed.
No, I'll talk to you privately later.
Yeah, that's fine.
Jeez.
Tell me, we can compare cord sizes later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so is the cord always attached, or is it just like? Is it?
No, it's just a cord, dude. It's
So
just
it's
the
not
port.
always. Yeah. So it's just the port. What if the port gets like? Is it waterproof? Like, what if you go swimming? Like, is there?
You think it needs like a gasket on like one of these little like rubber flaps like on camera?
Yeah.
That's
Or like
smart.
if you go, or like no, it needs to
Like
be like
plugs it.
more like weather sealed, you know? Because like if you go like scuba diving, like bro,
Mm.
how are you gonna keep your hard drive safe?
Yeah, dude, you need like a good like IPX rating or some shit.
Yeah, can it like handle the pressure change if you go like skydiving as well, or like not skydiving?
So
like,
let's say that I'm replacing my appendix with a second generation appendix hard drive. Like they've ironed out these. It's a second generation. They figured out the initial issues.
yeah.
A pen
Gen
drive.
2. Yeah, pen drive.
I just want to let you guys know we have a second question.
So this is a movie. This is a movie podcast, right?
Yeah, can we go on the second question? I guess.
Oh my god.
The second thing is just quickly combine two things that you love and give it a name.
A pen drive.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Nickels. Nipple ankles.
I have one. It's Rat.
Rat?
It's Ryan and Matt.
Yeah, there it is. I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I fucking. I should not have had all three of you on at the same time.
Oh yeah, I don't really
Wow.
know. I was surprised when I got the app.
Again, another lapse in judgment from our
My
boss.
bad. Oops.
From the boss.
I'm like running like permutations of like favorite things through my head, and they're all sounding so fucking dumb. Like the first two things I thought of were like,
Oh no.
Chris.
Hold on.
What happened?
Hold on.
Oh my god.
There.
oh my god.
Yo, I'm W man.
For a second there, Chris is just a rave. He is the rave.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck! And now Ryan's the rave. Oh shit, bro.
Okay, so
Oh shit.
I did
I don't
mine.
have those.
Yeah, I did mine. Who's next? Matt.
No, Matt.
Right.
Matt did the pen drive. Ryan,
Get
what
it?
about you?
Which it's a bit cheap. I was like thinking like Nutella and then like cool lights, right? But like it just turns
Nutella?
into
Nut light?
Nut light.
Nut light.
Nut light.
Okay, nut light.
Nut light.
Oh no. That's fucking awful. I was just
We should get
thinking
some marketing there.
lasagna phone, which is awful, but you know.
Is that the cousin of the banana phone?
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Ring,
fucking
ring, ring,
disgusting.
ring, 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 ring. Lasagna phone.
I hate Mondays.
Oh
He
Matt,
does-
you still got Garfield hanging around, bro?
No, I don't know where he is. He's somewhere.
I can just like
He's off
imagine,
into hijinks.
Oh, true.
I
Facts,
can just
dude.
imagine like
Facts.
Andy like reaching into a bowl of lasagna and like pulling out his phone like just from like underneath like the layer of pasta.
We're at like a nice like Italian restaurant, like you know, at some fancy dinner, and he just reaches his whole hand like into the lasagna and just pulls a phone out of there and just starts like making a call.
Like
You know how
see
you
those,
have, like-
psychopaths?
What?
Yeah.
You know, like you've seen those psychopaths who like have the cakes and they just like reach into the cake, like center of it, and just grab a huge hunk with their fist.
What?
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I'm
No,
trying to
that's
hear.
right.
I'm really interested the point that you're trying to make, though.
Like that, but like lasagna and there's a phone underneath.
There's no point. There's no solid point.
Okay.
No point.
All right.
Andy, what about you? Oh wait, are you?
I said lasagna. I was
already
lasagna
answered.
phone.
It all started with lasagna phone,
You
Chris.
did. For some reason, I thought Ryan was because Ryan started explaining it, and I was like, wait. No,
Dude,
did
he was
not
he was nut light.
Yeah, we're not gonna elaborate on nut light.
No, nut light explains itself.
So do we
Say.
have an itinerary for today?
We
or
do, we do. We do have an itinerary. So,
Very cool.
just as an opening question for all you film boys, and Chris obviously before this even started, Chris said, "Oh, I don't watch that many films." So
It's a good Chris impression.
I
got it.
try, dude.
You had a good one.
What's your favorite film? Like I it's just like basic, easy question, just to get off right off the rip.
Should I?
I'll let Chris go first because he hasn't seen any films ever.
Me. I'm a really big fan of Back to the Future, but like the second one, number 2.
That's the best one. It's the best
Mhm.
one.
I know. It's just like it's just kind of like a big throwback thing. Like when I was like getting into like you know like movie making or whatever, like storytelling. I watched Back to the
Mhm.
Future. I've probably seen that movie like 100 times. Back to the Future 2. So, yeah, I don't know.
Back to the Future.
There's just something about a time traveling DeLorean that really gets you, you know.
I feel that.
Uh,
I'll go. My favorite film of all time is Good Will Hunting.
Ooh.
With my boy Robin Williams and Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. Really good movie. The reason I say it's my favorite movie is because every time I watch it, I can still cry, and that's what makes it a good movie.
fact.
Mhm.
That's fair. That's fair.
So
Right.
like, I'll be honest, like I actually really hate this question. It's like,
Here we
it's
go,
like, say,
dude.
like, hey, yeah, I'm a film major, and they're like, oh, what's your favorite movie? It's just like the default response, and it's that's not why I hate it. I hate it because it's such a difficult question.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
It's like narrow down like what defines you as a filmmaker.
It's very
especially, but, like,
subjective.
exactly, and it's not always the same thing. For me, it's probably either like Inglorious Bastards,
Good movie.
which that or you know this is a hard juxtaposition, but Up.
No, Up is a
yes.
great film, though.
The two movies that go really well together.
Just and yeah, Up.
Up?
Yeah.
To be fair, Up is like one of the saddest films of all time, right? Have you seen Up recently?
Yeah.
'Cause I saw Up.
Not recently.
Like there was like a 6-year gap between when I saw Up for like, you know, the first like couple times, and then I watched it again like 2 years ago. That movie is like, it's not happy. I was like, oh, I remember it being all like, you know, talking dog, haha, funny bird,
Squirrel.
Oh no,
squirrel.
Funny bird.
No.
dude,
It's-
they waste no time, like getting straight to like the feel. You know, like normally that they like, you know, Pixar like likes to hold their cards a little bit close. At least 30 minutes into the film, you know, before they like
Yeah, they go
unleash-
hard.
No, they hit you
No.
like right off the gate. It's like, oh no.
They have this down to a science. Like they play a nice happy song,
hmm
and then like in the last part, like the last 30 seconds of the song, they like give it like these really like depressing like slow the song down and use like high pitched piano notes, and then that's all it takes. That's all it takes, you know.
Yep.
I can just. It doesn't even have to be the movie. Like I can hear the music and like a meme, and it'll still make me sad.
Yeah. No.
Pixar has that effect, dude. Pixar's crazy.
Seriously, like that's how you know you've done it right. Like if just the music alone can trigger that response, like
True. So
What
basically,
about you, Andy?
giving us like all just severe mental health issues. Yeah, Andy, what's your favorite movie?
Oh, it's gotta be A Good Dinosaur. That one's fun.
oh,
That one's just a fun one. It's good.
What?
Okay.
What is
Yeah.
that? What? I've never seen A Good Dinosaur.
Oh, it's like it's Pixar, right?
Is
I
it?
think.
'cause-
It was just like one of those movies that they just like released and like wasn't really promoted all that much. But then like my sisters forced me to watch it with them one time, and I was like, all right, well, whatever, fine. And it was like actually like a really solid movie.
It is Pixar. I've actually never seen this movie, but now that I'm looking at like the trailer for it. I think I saw this trailer when it came out.
When did it come out?
Fuck if I
2015.
know.
Oh, maybe we'll do a dude mode watches Good Dinosaur.
Yeah.
Um,
Watch party. Hey.
we'll be on stream illegally, I guess. Can you stream? You can't stream movies on.
You have to get permission from like the producer and all
The
that
movie.
shit. And
I'm the permission.
yeah, you don't just stream a movie.
Oh, this is
Oh,
new.
shit.
I thought you were talking about like.
No, it's a newer movie.
It's a
Yeah.
newer movie, yeah. Thought I was talking about like A Land Before Time.
Some shit like that, yeah, or
Some
like
shit like that,
Dinotopia or
yeah.
something. I don't know.
Those are good too. I was really big on dinosaurs as a kid, even as like an
I can
adult
tell.
still am. Yeah.
Big
Dinosaurs
dinosaur
are cool.
guy.
Yeah.
Andy
Dinosaurs are
radiates
real
dinosaur energy.
Fact.
Right.
God damn it. Don't make a gif of that.
So we're ending this right now, right? Like this is like, not like
Well, I have
the channel.
I have a film question that has been debated by generations of kids
Okay,
Mhm.
let's hear it.
who have now grown into fully functioning adults of society.
Fully
Okay, are you? Yeah, fully functioning.
Yeah.
Are you? Okay, Sky High or Spy Kids?
That's tough because I think that depends on the Spy Kids movie, and I also
Yeah.
The
think
first one.
the
The
first,
first
one.
one.
I'm
Let's
then
go
I'm
with
a
the first one.
then I'm a Sky High fan. I think that the thing is though, as a trilogy, Spy Kids didn't really like. They kind of picked like they did well for the two other movies.
I agree.
They didn't fall off. Like Spy Kids 2, Island of Dreams. Oh,
Yeah, that's so good.
standalone Sky High.
But
Okay.
hear me out on Spy Kids though. Thumbs.
Thumbs and George Lopez as that. Wait, no, George Lopez was in
George
Lava
Lopez
Girl.
was
Shark Boy,
in Shark
Lava
Boy,
Girl.
Yeah,
Lava Girl,
Mr.
yeah.
Mr. Electricity Dad.
Another classic.
But it was
Heavy
like
hitter
kids, wasn't it? It was like the same fucking cast.
No, it was no, it
It was the
wasn't.
same girl. No, it was one of the
No?
same people. It was definitely one of the same people.
I don't
Are
But
think
you
it's
talking
the
about
same girl.
Taylor Lautner, who ended up being in Twilight?
no, I'm talking about. I'm looking this up right now. God, there are some ugly looking
Are you-
people on the cast. Of
But were you talking about Machete? Machete?
Machete.
Oh
Is
yeah,
that
Daniel
Spy Kid?
Trejo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
To answer the question while Chris looks that up, I originally grew up watching Sky High. I have it on VHS still, even though I don't have a VHS player anymore. But I think over time I've become a Spy Kids person. Even though I grew up watching Sky High, I don't know. I think I've become a Spy Kids human.
I respect it.
I'm waiting for
Troublemaker.
Chris
Wait, hold on.
because I know he's wrong. I just want him to admit he's wrong.
Chris, just give up.
I just want Chris to say, "I'm sorry, I'm wrong." That's all I need to hear.
Oh, Google Chrome. Oh, Google Chrome crash. Oh no.
What are we gonna do?
Do.
We'll never know.
Next question.
Well, Ryan never answered.
I don't care.
I think it's, Spy Kids is like good, but like I just have like I can't even remember the second film.
You can't remember the one where they go to that island of weird creatures and they're the thumb monsters. You might have had like a traumatic experience and like
No, the
blocked it
thumb
out of your-
thumbs is the.
And
Steve
Steve Buscemi is riding on like an ostrich or something.
Yeah, I thought that the thumbs were on the island of dreams.
Hold
Was
up.
it not?
No.
No?
They go and visit him at some. They go and visit that island at some point before they like go to the island. I think,
What?
but like not. They're not on.
Isn't
The thumbs aren't on that island.
Isn't that a famous quote from Steve Buscemi that
Yeah,
talks about like
It's
God lives in fear of what he created?
God stays in heaven because he too fears
Yeah.
what he has created. Yeah.
Oh my god,
So,
I don't
so
think I've
good
seen
for
this.
Spy Kids.
I'm like watching
Wait.
clips on the, like another monitor right now. What is this?
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm
Yeah.
watching
I've
this
never
scene like
seen
they're like
this.
in like a banquet hall and there's like people with helicopters.
Yeah.
What
Is that the
this?
one? Is Spy Kids 2 the one where helicopter pigtails? From that
Um,
from
A
that
whole bunch of,
girl?
like,
I think so.
Oh, it
think
is.
it is.
Oh, it is. Oh, I forgot
Kids.
about that.
And then Spy Kids 3 is where they go into the fucking
The video
they
game.
go into the game. That was
Video
such a
game,
fun one.
yeah,
Because
that
then
was
there's like,
crazy.
then there's
Oh,
like
and Elijah Wood is in
guys,
there for
The
like
dude,
4
yeah,
seconds.
You had the guy.
The guy, yeah.
the guy.
guy.
Elijah Wood is
The guy and the dude.
Yeah.
Was it the guy or the dude?
It's the guy.
the guy,
It's
it's
the
the
guy.
The guy.
And he dies instantly.
So anyway,
yeah.
This is about right.
Well, I
Uh,
think that's what's great about the third movie is that they build up the whole movie to the guy and he dies in 4 seconds. It's like
Yeah.
they
And I
did
just-
that just so they could put Elijah Wood in their film, and then they just
yeah,
had him
it's
die.
so good.
Okay. So,
Chris, we need to watch Spy
fuck.
Kids too.
Definitely
We do.
I don't
guy.
think I've seen this, dude. I don't think I've seen this. That makes a lot of sense. I either like have like a terrible memory block of it, or I've just not seen it.
I'm probably guessing you haven't seen it then. So
I would
moving
remember
on.
that shit. Holy crap.
Yeah, moving on to actual.
So you guys all are doing film related things, but like what got you into going into like what got you into film, and like what interested you into like Matt, your post production, Ryan, you're something, and Chris, you're something else. So I don't fucking remember.
We're the
totally
same. We're the
remember.
same thing.
Oh,
Actually.
you two are the same thing.
Chris,
Yeah.
are you cinematography?
Yeah, but I'm not like here. We'll talk about this later, Ryan.
Okay.
But yes. Anyways, I started all the last time. Someone else start.
I got into film because I watched movies as a kid, and then my family and my mom was like, "You should watch older movies." I was like, "What? There are older movies?" And so we did, and my favorite one was Rear Window, from Alfred Hitchcock. And then we watched The Sting with Paul Newman and Robert Redford, and then we also watched Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, also with Paul Newman and Robert Redford, the dynamic duo. And then watching all those old movies, I was like, that's crazy. And I also did a lot of puzzles as a kid. And I was like, what if I could combine a puzzle and a movie? And that's literally just editing, to be fair. And so I was like, I like movies and I like puzzles. I'm going to combine them all and edit movies. And now I'm not doing that right now, but I want to.
That's fair.
Okay.
That makes sense. It really does make sense.
I wasn't expecting the thing about the puzzles, honestly. Like,
No, I wasn't either. When you said puzzles,
it
I
kinda
was
came
like,
out of-
where is he coming? What? It
Well,
came together,
sometimes here, maybe I should have explained this. Sometimes I would rewatch movies, and while I would rewatch movies, you know how the equivalent of rewatching movies today is like, I'm gonna turn on Netflix and I'm gonna like browse Twitter on my phone for like for 4 hours while that movie goes.
yeah.
The equivalent for me as a kid was doing jigsaw puzzles while I was rewatching a movie.
though. Interesting.
Oh,
Okay.
I just had puzzles around the house.
man's just had puzzles, you know.
I did, and I'm good
I
at them.
know.
Probably not anymore, but I was.
Thank you for that, Matt.
It was too quiet, dude. I had to do something.
Just let me just sniffle then.
All right. I'm gonna go, I guess.
Won't.
Fucking kill me.
uh, honestly, I kind of forgot. No, I'm kidding. For me, it was like I could tell Andy's like. Okay. For me, it was like a few different things. I don't really know when the camera got picked up. Well, I used to shoot like my friends and I used to make these kind of like little movies like on our phone. Like I had like an iPhone like 6 or whatever, and then we would just go out. I don't know how this kind of happened, but we just had ideas for like videos, and then we just make these like videos, just doing like random shit like pranks, whatever. And then that was like early high school, and then I started doing some more like traveling as well around that time, and I got to like go like across the country like during the summers and stuff. So I started doing like a bunch of like videos while I traveled like that too. And I was like, shit, this film stuff kind of quirky. And then I bought myself a camera, and then I used that a bunch. And then there was like this film club in our high school, and then that opened up, and I'm like, oh shit. And then I got like an even better camera, the one I'm using right now. And then
I hated that.
and then I got here, and I'm like, oh, like cinematography is kind of cool. And then
True.
here we go.
Colors.
Here I am. Colors, framing,
Shots.
composition.
Rule of thirds.
Ryan is also here. That's, friends.
Are you introducing him?
No, I'm saying like Ryan's also doing cinematography, so he's a part of.
Oh
cinematography,
yeah.
You know? Yeah, that's all I got. Just did a lot of dumb shit and then put it on camera, and now I'm here. Hello.
Makes
So
sense.
Yeah.
What's up?
Guess that's by process of elimination.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, like I did not get into film like through like the whole artsy shit like Chris or held Matt's inspiring puzzle story.
You put a piece here, you put a piece here, and then you put a
I'm
piece in the
inspired,
middle, and they
dude.
connect.
You have me
This way.
Yeah, that way, Matt.
trying and
I
shitting
can.
all over the place. Just so like
Easy, Chris is just gone. Chris is gone.
call this bastard.
There we go.
So like pretty much, I just got into this shit because it was like I got into it through drones actually.
That's
I
we can
don't mean
see
that like
mounted on the wall behind you.
evidently things have not changed. No, like I got into this through like not like DJI and stuff. Like I was it was I think it was like 2014 or something. Like I saw a video of one of these, you know, like these racing drones.
Yeah.
You see? I saw like I mean in 2014 that shit was like very very basic. But I saw one of these videos and I'm like, well, I kind of want that. But it was really expensive, and so like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna learn how to make one. And so I like just straight up did like definitely wasn't good. Did I fuck up a whole bunch of parts along the way? Did I spend extra money that I need to? Yeah, but I actually got it working like within a year, and I just kind of like kept improving from there. Like they were cool, but they just kind of kept getting bigger and bigger, and a GoPro got thrown on at one point. Now you've got a camera that's producing footage. Now I'm turned into Matt. I've got to like figure out how to like edit footage and shit. And eventually you get like a gimbal for the camera, and now it's steady and crisp, and now you can film stuff nicely. And now the camera's just on the fucking ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
mean, like,
did you grow up on 34th Street? Because that sounds like a miracle.
I hate you. You're so stupid. just me laughing and just silence from everyone else.
Wow.
So Ryan, here's my suggestion for you to learning how to edit your footage from your drones. Learn how to do puzzles really well. I hear it's a really good way to start.
True. If you want to become an editor, learn how to do a jigsaw puzzle in
advice
under
from my
a
eighth grade
minute.
self. Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
In under a minute. What
And
kind
then
of
you can edit anything. You can edit 8K footage
Chris
in under
is
20 minutes.
convulsing on the floor right now. Just
Chris is fine. Chris is fine.
Fine, don't worry. Okay, well, that's there's our origin stories, Andy. What about you? How did you get into filmmaking?
Oh, dude, I really got into filmmaking
No.
by not getting into filmmaking. That's
Here's
that's
what he
the
did.
play, dude.
Here's what he did. I'm gonna explain how Andy got into filmmaking.
okay.
Andy watched 50 First Dates. And in that movie, Adam Sandler is a marine biologist where he goes to this island and he finds this girl, Drew Barrymore, who has a short-term memory, or is it short-term or long-term? I think it's
Short-term.
long-term memory loss.
No, it's short term.
It's short-term memory loss.
Yeah.
I have seen it like 6 times, but I haven't seen it in a bit, so I don't remember. But anyway, Andy saw that movie and was like, man, if I become a marine biologist, I could get girls who forget about me every day. And they have to be reminded that I love them. They love me. So I'm gonna become a biologist. And that's how Andy got into film.
It's such.
Yeah.
It's not
that's
even
it.
me getting into
Also-
film.
The Wedding Singer is also a really good movie with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. Dynamic duo. Anyway.
Matt, you've solved it.
I solved Andy's origin story.
Matt, could you put this on for me? 'Cause I think you're actually sick in the fucking
A
head.
mask?
Okay.
The fucking brain.
Wouldn't I put it around my head though if I was
on
sick
your
in the head?
forehead. Yeah.
I hate everything that's happening right now.
But yeah, I literally just described it all. You're welcome, internet.
There we go.
Yeah. So yeah, fun fact. That's exactly how I got into film. Matt is 100% right, and
Yep.
that is my origin story for how I got into film. Fun fact. I'm not a biology major. I'm a film major. Surprise.
I'm aware.
Right.
So what are your goals? Like, what are your goals with your majors? Obviously, Matt, you're out in the working world. You're graduated, all that stuff. Like, what are your
It's
goals
insane.
right now?
My
in film?
goal currently, my goal is to watch over 1,000 films on my Letterboxd account. I'm at 704 right now, so I'm trying to watch like a movie a week, but with work it's been kind of busy. So my goal currently is to reach over 1,000 films watched. So
How
we're
many are
getting
you
there.
at right now?
704.
Not bad.
I just recently, I know this is obviously related to the question. I recently just watched Uncut Gems, which I
Yeah.
haven't seen,
Yeah.
which is so stressful. I didn't believe when people were like, "You're gonna be stressed out the entire time." And I was like, "No way." And I'm like, I was stressed out for the entire time, and it was an hour into the movie, and I was like, "This movie's about over, right?" And I pause it, and it's only halfway done. I was like, "No way!"
2 full hours of just Adam Sandler getting the shit beat out of him.
Oh my god, dude! I know.
It's
And,
it's pretty good though, because it's like well shot, it's well edited, so it's like
Yeah.
you know.
So I'm trying to like go through Netflix's category and like whatever it's called, calligraphy, and look at it, catalog, and go through and see all the movies I haven't seen. I recently watched The Artist from 2011, which is a silent black and white film that won an Oscar. It's really good. And The Interview with Seth Rogen and James Franco, and I went in with negative expectations, and I really had a good time. So, watch that. Also, I watched the 3 Monty Python films. They're good.
Wait, which ones? The Life of Brian.
Life of Brian. What was the other one?
Meaning of Life and Holy Grail. Is that
Holy Grail? I watched first, and then Life of Brian, and then Meaning of Life.
okay?
Nice.
Not bad.
Yeah, good. Anyway, my goal is to edit movies once this pandemic's over and go back to LA, and hopefully it doesn't burn down. That's my goal to answer your question.
Just
Anyway,
bring a
go on.
massive bucket of water. That's all you gotta do. I don't know why they
just
haven't
bring
done
a
it yet.
Minecraft bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring, like,
I don't know why they don't. Yeah, why doesn't the U.S. government just destroy the source block?
Fact. Well, it's a fire, Matt. It's not like
They
lava.
need a source block, yeah.
No, they just have to turn fire tick like off, right?
Yeah, you have like a helicopter,
Yeah.
right? You have a helicopter with a really big bucket, like a 2x2 wide bucket, and you just have source blocks diagonally.
Right,
in the
they just
bucket.
infinite water sources.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
never have to land. It's
dude.
California is so dumb.
Dude, they're like a dinner for schmucks.
Gaming.
That's
We could solve.
that's
their
also a
fires so
movie
quickly.
reference.
No, I knew that. I don't know if Chris knew that. I wasn't
I don't
aware.
know what did Matt say.
Dinner for schmucks.
I don't fucking know. No, I don't. I told you I don't watch films.
At this point, anything that Matt says that just like sounds like it could be the title of a film, I'm just like, he's definitely making a reference. Fuck you. That's about it.
Okay, Ryan. What about you?
Not gonna lie, like, it's really simple. I just want to make stuff that people are like, damn, that looks good.
Yeah, it's a lot easier said than done, though, right?
Well, no, it's a twofold thing. It's really easy to make good looking stuff.
Yeah.
Getting people to watch the good looking stuff and then say, damn, that looks good, is the really
True.
tricky part.
Yeah, true.
True.
And that's the part that I'm working on, is getting, you know, the good looking stuff to the masses.
To the masses.
Like Cars 2.
Oh no.
I mean, even they didn't get it right. Like, you watched that movie and you didn't say, damn, that looks good.
Because
I
Cars.
don't know. Every time I see Lightning McQueen,
I was thinking
Good job.
more focused on like the shitty
Kachiga.
like, everything else with Cars 2 rather than like how it looked.
That's from Cars 1, actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, Andy, what about you?
I kind of
I
forgot
still
that
gotta
there was
go.
a Cars
What?
2.
What are your goals in film?
You guys need to stop asking me.
Oh, Despicable Me. It's not even a pun. I just said the name of the movie.
Can I just skip mine? Like, can we just move on? I
No.
can't with this guy. Fine. My goals in film. Honestly, I just want to like it's kind of like a selfish goal, right? They're not like on one half, I want to make like sort of like Ryan's. I want to make stuff that people are just like, shit, that looks like nice as fuck. But also I want to just like make shit that I look at and I'm like, damn, like I did like a good ass job like on this like film, you know, like something that I have stuff that I can look at and just be like, oh yeah, this is like, you know, I'm proud of this. I made
It's
this
not
happen.
selfish.
Well, not the selfish part comes in with the other part of this whole thing, right? That was like that whole collective thing was just one half. The other half is like I wanna travel around and then just like film cool shit too. Like I just want to film cool stuff that I see while I'm like traveling.
Well,
So I'm like, oh, I could learn to do
Okay.
that like better, and then I could like document those things. And that's why I want to do like documentary stuff. Just because it's like
Chris wants to go singing in the rain.
with my
I mean,
camera.
Chris, yeah, in that same vein, I could say being a cinematographer is just working your way up to play with more and more expensive toys. I mean,
In a way.
sure.
Yeah.
You make great art, but it involves $40,000 RC cars and really cool drones and expensive shiny things.
And they're fun to play with.
Exactly.
How expensive did you just say those RC cars were?
$40,000.
You know you can buy a
Yikes.
real car with that money, right?
Yeah, but it's not.
Okay,
like
I'm just making sure you knew.
It's not a cinema grade RC car, dude.
Fair. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Is your car
You could
cinema
still-
grade, Andy?
You could still buy a car. That's all I'm saying. That's all that's coming out of my face hole. Is you could buy a car. That's it.
I mean, in the same, you know, I could buy a car for like $1,300, but instead you know,
He just gets up during the middle of a sentence.
He's
Look at the
getting
chair.
something.
see this guy.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Wow, Chris, what lens is that?
This is a 24 millimeter f1.
What?
I don't know if you can really. You probably can't see that.
No way.
I don't know what that means, Chris.
it's a very
Explain.
nice lens.
All right, well,
Chris.
Matt, give him an explanation.
So you see, lenses are used by cameras to give it a different look or whatever. So you attach a different lens to a different camera by turning it on and off, and then you could zoom even further. So for me, I have a lens that makes me zoom in really fast and super far, right? Like a macro lens, right? But then Chris has a different lens that could change the lens shape so lenses look cleaner and better, and that's all lenses do. They're like glasses. Andy, is that your rear window?
What?
Like the movie?
is
What? you know.
Wow.
You need to stop. You need to stop
need to-
trying with these references.
This is as
bro.
quiet as strangers on a train.
I'm going.
Grease.
He's literally not even like building up to a fucking punchline. I hate this.
God.
Oh god.
So that's like the thing with like, okay, just like trying.
Was
to
I
like,
right about lenses, by the way?
No, we're just gonna move on. We're moving on as quick as possible from that. Anyway, I've like noticed that like film has so significantly skewed my view of just money. Like, we're talking about this $40,000 RC car, and like that seems reasonable to me. And the thing is, like, yeah, it's like, wow, that mic is only $800. That's a steal.
Yeah.
Can I personally afford that? No. But an $800 mic is great. Wow. You know, what that lens is, you know, that's a cinema zoom lens for only $34,000. Dude, we could get like a couple of those and have like, you know, dual camera setup. I can't even afford like 5% of that, but it seems like a good deal compared to the $90,000 lenses. It's just like money is just like not real to me because of fucking film. Like it doesn't.
Someone's
Like,
been
there's,
watching
like-
The Big Short.
No, I've been like, there's like real money, the kind that you use to like buy like $30 of groceries every week,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's like film money, which are somehow both the US dollar, but one of them is just not worth as much monetarily. Like, Andy's giving me the stare like I'm the stupidest motherfucker in this call.
No. I'm like, I'm trying to, like, because I sort of get,
I spend $30 on groceries a week and survive. How much do you eat? Is it just?
No, dude, he just eats instant ramen. That's it. That's how he does it.
This is like Meshes of the Afternoon.
Shut up.
The 1943 experimental film.
I hate him.
No,
But
just-
no, I was like trying. I'm not looking at you like you're stupid. I'm looking at you like I'm trying to fucking wrap my head around like everything that you're saying.
What's sad is like I get what he means though. Like I get.
Yeah.
Like when I
True.
bought this, I was like, man, what a steal! Like.
So for instance, like one of my ways of income is I rent out my equipment on ShareGrid, which is a website that lets you just
Hashtag ad.
essentially, yeah, you just rent out your equipment personally, and then that way people in the surrounding area can, instead of having to buy out equipment they need, they can just rent it for a number of days they need it. So I was, you know, updating a listing I had yesterday, and I noticed that someone listed a there's a type of lens called an ingenue lens, and Chris, you'll appreciate this. It's
Okay.
a
Okay.
24 to 290 mil f or t 2.5 continuously,
Okay.
anamorphic. This lens retails for $108,000. I looked at the listing and saw that they only wanted $650 per day for it. And I thought, wow, I should jump on that. Why? Why did I think?
Can you even use it with your setup that you?
No, I can't use it. I don't have anything that can even use it. I just looked at it and I thought, that is such a good deal. Only $650 a day.
To give you guys an example, by the way, of so when those numbers that he said, like 24 to 290, is that what you said?
Yeah.
That's also really far, but that's like the focal length, right? On the lens. So it's
Obviously.
when you zoom out, this is 28 millimeters, right? And then this is 70, right? So you can imagine what going from basically this and then to like, you know, 290 would be. Like that's 70 and then like what is that? Someone do that. Yeah, do that four times like this zoom amount.
Yeah.
So it would go all the way from here to like, you know, really.
It's
So I can
insane.
see
Yeah,
all
it's-
of your nose hairs.
that-
That's
it's-
what I want.
Right.
Give me that.
It's that
Andy
thing you
that.
do.
Oh.
No one's gonna get that reference either. It's fine.
No, I didn't even hear what you said. I don't want to hear what you said.
It's that thing you do.
No, I don't understand what you said. Moving on.
It's by Tom Hanks. It's fine.
No, yeah, no, it's not, and you're grounded.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. Adam's Family.
You get what I mean, though, right, Chris? Like,
Yeah, no, I understand what you mean. Don't worry.
like
I-
it's the
I
weirdest
get-
phenomenon.
I go through it too. Like I'll hop on. It's probably like once every like couple days. I'll just like look on and
Yeah.
look at things that are just so wildly like outside of my price range, but like it's like shit.
Yeah,
Only
like, I'll see, I'll be on like Steam. I'll see like, oh, one of your wish list games are on sale, 75% off, and I'll be like, $10 down from 40, and I'll be like, yeah, it's still too expensive. But no, then I'll like glance over at B&H. Damn, dude, that 4K recorder is only $1,900. Maybe hold on, let me check my bank account. It's like
let me peek.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
but you do.
Surely you can't be serious.
Matt, I will find where you live.
Don't think
I'll
it's
send you his
that
address,
hard.
bro.
Get it? That's so fun. Oh, Andy, what's next on the agenda?
Next,
All right.
Andy.
Last question before we close this all out. All right.
We're closing out.
Yeah. If you got to write and direct your own film, what would you do and what would it be about? I have a feeling Matt is going to just go with the Constable and Tessa. But I want to hear
No.
I want to hear what kind of fever dream shit goes on in Chris's head that he would want to make.
Yeah.
Look at fucking Chris.
I can just imagine he's just dreaming about Air Bud, the 5th sequel.
I actually really love that movie. So...
Can,
no,
you
it
can
would
make
be
Air Bud, but with all of us.
So basically, here's the idea I had, right?
Mm-hmm.
For this isn't really that kind of like I've been playing a lot of GTA 5 recently, and
Mhm.
the thing that I do is you can get like a flying DeLorean like in Back to the Future 2, which I was like totally geeking out about. And so I have one, and I'm like, what if there was like this TV series, or not a TV series, or like a movie where it's just like it's like a Back to the Future sequel, except it's just two guys like uncover this DeLorean like in 2020, so like decades later, and they're like, oh shit, but it can't like travel in time anymore. All it can do is just fly. So now two guys just have a flying DeLorean, and then it's just like a movie about them with the DeLorean, and they like do a bunch of like they go from like victim to like villain to hero, so they're like these kind of just like construction workers or whatever. They got like kind of shitty jobs, like shitty houses, and then their luck turns around and they find like a flying fucking car, and then they go crazy with it for a while. They have a bunch of fun, but then they start doing like evil and they start getting selfish, and then like I don't know, it turns around at the end or something, and then maybe they figure out how to like time travel with it and they save something. I don't know.
Matt,
So
Yeah.
that was less crazy than I was expecting.
Have I seen
Yeah.
what?
the Rocketeer.
The Rocketeer? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like what Chris just said, but with a jetpack.
Basically.
But this is cooler because it's a DeLorean that flies.
Yeah, it's not a jetpack. It's a
Fair enough.
rocket.
Yeah. Also, like, I mean, Andy, you said that wasn't as crazy as like you were expecting. But can I also like remind you that today I've already come at you with Walrus Hand Man. So like,
Chris
feel
exhausted
like-
all his energy. It's
Yeah,
fine.
that's
what did I
fair.
say after that? So Walrus Hand Man, and what was the other thing?
What you combined or whatever, the two things that
Yeah.
you love that you combine. I don't even fucking
Oh,
remember.
it was just Ryan and Matt. It was just a rat.
A rat.
Rat.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Anyway,
That was it for me.
I'll go because I have a great idea.
hmm
Okay. Ready?
Yeah, maybe.
Exterior, night. Okay, not really though, but think of it like think of my movie that I would make like this. Baby Driver meets Bird Box meets Toy Story 4 uh meets The Great Escape meets How the Grinch Stole Christmas meets Peter Pan meets Bambi, and then add a little flavoring of The Wiz
Isn't this just like Into the Spider-Verse? Like
into the Matverse.
Into the Matverse. He just puts a bunch of he just teleports a bunch of random characters from like different movies into one space, and then
Alright,
it just
now my question is what character from Bambi is he taking? Because I'm really curious
Thumper.
about that one.
Thumper,
Okay.
dude.
I just
Yeah,
wanted to
Bam-
make sure
dude,
it wasn't
Bambi
the dead
did some
mom.
weak ass shit. Bambi's mom died. Bambi cannot be trusted to do anything. He's too grief stricken. You gotta take Thumper. Thumper's the G. Oh, and I guess Thumper could do like some West Side Story, like where the Jets
Oh.
type shit, like the Thumper musical part of the movie. Then you take The Great Escape, where they're escaping the Nazis, and that's fine. And then The Wiz, they could sing along the Yellow Brick Road and all that. You know, Baby Driver, but blindfolded. So like Bird Box Driver.
Bird Driver.
And then
Bird driver.
yeah, and,
Baby bird.
and you know what? Add a little Finding Dory action in there.
That sounds way more like your fever dream than Chris's does.
yeah, no.
Oh,
That
and
was-
definitely do the add in the 1935 semi-documentary called Hollywood Extra Girl. Add in that one too.
Jesus fuck. Okay.
What?
Ryan, what
It's
would you
it's
make?
actually a good movie. Peter Pan. Oh, Tinkerbell. Oh.
And you're gonna have to give me a moment. I think I'm just like still like recovering.
It's
from
coming
just,
down.
Alright. Well, then I'll just say what I would do. I'd absolutely make a Fall Guys movie. 100%. Give the Fall
Fall Guys
Guys some
movie.
lore. Get the glizzy griefer in there, ruining people's days.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know, just kill him at the end. Kill him to the slime.
What is
I'm
it?
not
Does-
concerned. The video game movie stigma.
I don't care. That game needs
No?
lore. I'm confused why these bean men exist. That's it.
What about, does the Glizzy Griefer have like a catchphrase or something that could be put on merch, like get glizzed or something like
Get
that?
glizzed. I haven't thought that through. I just
Extra
had
mustard.
extra.
I don't know. Like,
Fucking extra mustard. Fuck.
relish. You know.
So my plan would be to I want to make a live action Wall-E.
What?
Just because I need to do it to show the world how terrible of an idea it is before Disney does it themselves.
Damn, get shit on Disney.
It's like a controlled burn, how firefighters
Right.
burn yeah, it's
Like
I need
Fahrenheit
to,
451, right?
Exactly. I need to do it in a safer manner before they truly ruin it. Like, can you imagine all those all the fat people, but real life, it's just
Ryan, to be fair, I think that there are a set of movies that Disney just won't touch, and I kind of feel like Wall-E's like Wall-E and Up are some of those.
I don't know, man. They touched Lion King
you have
pretty
so
hard.
much-
Yeah. But did anybody really care? Did anyone really care
Yes.
about the Lion King movie?
It was kind of a big
What?
deal when they utterly shit on it. Because
I mean,
it was
I
so-
know it was so bad, but that's what I'm saying. Is if it's really bad, people are just gonna act like it never existed. The whole
yeah, that's fine.
the whole Justice League movie, all of that, or the first Suicide Squad. That's
There
just
was and Mulan, the recent one, was just I,
Oh, was
from my
I
from
didn't even know it came out.
yeah, it came out.
attention
And
to what
it went
movies
straight
were
to their,
releasing.
no, it went straight to the Disney Plus, and I hear that it's been just fucking abhorrent.
We
Huh.
also had to pay for it on Disney Plus as well, if I remember correctly. It
Oh,
was
that-
like 30
that's-
bucks on.
that's
It was like
bold.
30 bucks on Disney Plus, but you already pay for Disney Plus.
Yeah, wait,
It's like,
don't
what?
you have to like buy Disney Plus, but then like half of their shit is like you have to pay for it again.
Yeah.
On top of, because I know like Prime Video does that, but it's like not terrible. Like it's usually, if you're gonna do that with Prime Video, it's something more like niche.
Yeah.
For like movies that no platform has, you know.
And that's kind of interesting too, is like how our whole kind of, I guess, education, or like, you know, whenever we're going into like the filmmaking space, there's a chance, like a very good chance, that like, you know, you could be doing something for just like a streaming service, not even for like anything that's going to release like in, you know, big cinemas or all that
I mean,
Yeah.
it's always a possibility that you can go from like working on the next, like, I don't know, Spielberg film to and it'll somehow end up being produced as like Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase 2 or something.
Hey,
You know what I
hey.
mean?
Hey,
Hey, I didn't say it
Where-
wasn't a good movie.
Yeah,
Careful.
just be careful with what you say here, okay?
okay, as long as we're on the same page.
I'm saying the original, the Cyber Chase, is a
Okay.
god tier,
Okay, yeah,
but I feel like a sequel would not do it justice.
Okay.
It's always that possibility of sequel syndrome,
okay, true,
and Scooby-Doo is no outlier either.
true.
No.
We all get touched by the sequel syndrome every now and again. So does this podcast.
True.
We're on
we
like
not
the
do-
8th sequel.
Kinda-
This is episode 8.
I think they should have capped it off
Part
after like
two.
the second one, honestly. Like that was.
Well, let's close this one out so then we can never make a podcast ever again.
Saw.
I fucking
Saw?
hate him. I'm
Andy,
If
you're
you made
just
it this
jealous
far-
that your brain is not supersized. Me.
Megamind.
God, that's a good one, Chris.
Yo!
Good job.
That is a good one.
I'm
See,
so proud of Chris. Chris has come a long way. Wow, Chris, you're
Am
a
I-
you're a national treasure, and you're a
Fucking hate
national
this.
treasure book of secrets.
I'm gonna leave this call.
Let me close this out so we can be fucking done.
Yeah.
If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope you did enjoy. If you want to see more content from us, go click on our link and the thing, and yeah, youtube.com/dude mode. Go check out all of our gaming videos and all that shit. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to get notifications whenever a new video goes live. We are on Twitch. All of our socials and all that shit is down below. And we're going to see you guys in the next one. See ya.
Please argue with me in the comments who the best James Bond is.